Everybody knows that journalism is not what it used to be. Do they? Who is everybody? And why is it assumed that because it's not what it used to be, that it's a bad thing? In order to analyse this statement, it's important to understand what journalism actually is. Journalism refers to the distribution of news, and Harrington, in his Week 4 lecture, simply yet effectively describes news as the thing that provides us with the information we require to make informed choices about the direction of public life. Nowhere is it mentioned that news is best delivered through traditional media forms. Unlike a decade ago, when the newspaper and the 6 p.m. television slot were the only means available to receive the news, there are now so many existing sources through a multitude of platforms that we have information at the end of our fingertips. In today's society, it seems that the ease of accessibility and the entertainment value of products are becoming more and more important, and this is the same for news. Fisk states that moving towards the criteria of entertainment and popular pleasure and away from those of education and social responsibility allows the public to become more engaged with the news. Even Munich states that measuring media consumptions is imprecise and that studies often blur as much as they reveal. So how can anybody judge the media and say everybody knows that journalism is not what it used to be with a negative undertone? Harrington, in his Week 5 lecture, brings to our attention the theory of citizen journalism. He notes that this is more contemporary style of journalism, gives a voice to those who would not otherwise be heard. Blogging is an excellent example of this. News production by young people for young people. News that isn't restricted by the media, but is said exactly how it is and with as much opinion as desired. The public becoming so involved with the news that they've taken it into their own hands to provide their own input and distribute it to even more people. The availability of information is so immense it has overflowed into sources that weren't originally for the consumption of news. Facebook is primarily a social networking site. However, news is readily available on the pages of CNN, The Times, and any other news source you can think of. This type of journalism allows people all over the world to consume news, comment on it as it happens, and discuss how it affects them. Journalism is not what it used to be. It's better. The way today's society can interact with the news has never been seen before. Having information available through so many platforms isn't taking away the quality of the news, but allowing it to be accessed to more people than ever. The statement, "everybody knows that journalism is not what it used to be," needs to be projected as a good quality, as it shows how our society is growing for the better, not the worse.